Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in again today. I want to come back with another Dallas related video. I've been getting a lot of DMs on Instagram and a lot of messages, comments of people asking, how did I find a job before I moved to Dallas? So today I have my little 10 tips here so that I can let y'all know how I did it. So yeah, if it's your first time here, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I hope you enjoy my content and what I have to say. Hopefully what we're going to be talking about today is of some help for you. Let's just go ahead and get started. First things first that I have on my list is figure out your monthly budget. And when I speak about budget, I mean as far as your bills, both current and new bills. So you're going to be moving here, so you're looking at rent, utilities, Wi-Fi, things of that nature. Also your savings and your spending. So you want to find out how much money you want coming in per month with all your expenses that you might have, because that's going to determine what type of job you want to go for. If you need $3,500 a month, you don't want to get a job that's paying $10, $11, $12 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense. So your second tip is you want to find the average rent cost for where you like to live. Rent prices are different in the uptown area versus in Arlington versus Oak Cliff area versus, downtown. Rent prices are different literally everywhere. So you want to find out what area is it, or around what area it is that you want to live in. There's also Midtown, Archbishop. There's so many different areas. So it's just your job to do your research, figure out where is it that you want to live, and then go from there. As far as y'all should know that rent, you need, say if your rent is $1,100, then you'll need at least $3,300 as your income, because they do want you to have either 2.5 times or 3 times more than your monthly rent as your income, so that they can guarantee that your rent will be paid, of course. Around here, I would say, like, as far as my taste and the things that I like a modern, not really big on like luxury right now, but modern luxury style apartments are like, my thing. So I noticed like the average cost of those is about $1,100 at the minimum. So I would definitely look to spending about that much in rent, depending on where you live. Again, I live in an area where rent is higher because you're paying for the area. So that's just how it is. If you live on the outskirts somewhere, your rent is going to be lower. You can find something that's, nice for like $900, $950, $1,100, I mean, $1,000 something. I don't know, my rent is higher than that, but that's like the average price from what I was seeing based on what I like. 3, okay, so after you figured out your monthly budget and you found the average cost of rent, the third step you want to do is figure out what is it that you want to do. So say for instance, you want to come here and work, I don't know, as a cosmetologist. So what I would do is look at the average salary for a cosmetologist here in Dallas. And then to go even further, I will look into the specific areas. So average salary of a cosmetologist in uptown Dallas, or in downtown Dallas, or in Irving, or in Mesquite, things like that. I will be very specific with the search and then go from there. So once you do that, you want to start looking for the jobs in your career field. Well, if you want more than one job, that's perfectly fine. You can always do one job. Say if you find that it's not really what you want to make and you just want a little extra more money, there are part-time jobs here literally everywhere. There are jobs here where you can work overnight. So there's no shortage of jobs, just to like let y'all know. But if you do want to have more than one job, that's perfectly fine. I perfectly understand, okay? We need multiple streams of income, I guess. Because here, honestly, unless you have a really good job, I'm not even gonna lie, like, you know. Number 4, you need to ask yourself, is your resume updated? Period. If you are trying to be a cosmetologist, but you have nothing but skills related to like food service on your resume, you might want to check into that and see if there's anything that you can add to your resume to make it more appealing to be a cosmetologist. If y'all do need assistance with resume building, I do help with that. So please comment down below or email me. My email address will be linked down below, and I can help you with your resume. The resume is very, very, very important because your resume is what's representing you to these employers, being that you can't be here physically. Before they see your face, they're going to see your resume. So it's very important to make like a great impression just off of that piece of paper. You know, it sucks that we're judged on that, but it's very, very much so important that your resume is top notch, very short, concise, to the point, but still detailed, you know. So again, if y'all need help with resume building, please check the description bar below and email me, and I'll get right back to you. Make sure you put like in the subject box like resume assistance or something like that. So for number 5, I have an optional tip. Is to use the zip code near your area where you want to live. So say you want to live in Midtown Dallas and the zip code there is 12345, but you're in Chicago, Illinois. So instead of having your Chicago 00111, you're gonna put the zip code on your resume for the Midtown area. Okay, so I would definitely recommend this. Like, once you really are planning to move to Dallas, don't use a Dallas zip code and then you're not moving here for another like 6 to 8 months. You know what I mean? So I was using the Dallas zip code. A girl that I went to school with, she was telling me like where she stayed and the area and things like that, because I was asking some questions, and from there she sent me like, you know, the name of her place and stuff, and it had the zip code. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this zip code on my resume. So lo and behold, I didn't end up living like nowhere near the zip code that I used. So it's just a tip, and it's very smart because it makes them feel like you're already there. Or that you do have plans in the very near future to be in the area. Number 6, a lot of people ask me, where do I go to apply for jobs? Where did I find my job? Things of that nature. Indeed. I strictly use Indeed.com to look for jobs. You can visit, if there's a particular company that you would like to work for, say you want to work for Coca-Cola. What? Say you want to work for Coca-Cola, then if you feel it will be a better chance of you getting a job if you go and apply directly on the Coca-Cola site, then that's an option too. But some other sites I have here are like Snag a Job, Glassdoor, things of that nature. But personally, like I said, I use Indeed. You can also build a resume on Indeed, in case y'all didn't know, but I feel like y'all already know that. You can build a resume on Indeed, and you can also upload your personal resume, okay? You can also look for work from home jobs. So we're in the middle of quarantine right now, still. Technically, like we're still living in a virtual world. So there are also jobs online that you can start before you even move here. You can get hired with the company, and being that it's virtual, you can start the job while you're still in, you know, Arkansas or Florida, wherever you're coming from. You can still start the job from home. So that's always an option. And to me, it's like, take advantage of more jobs are open to allowing people to work from home. My job, I work from home primarily. I do go out, you know, every now and then, but I work from home majority of the time now. So, you know, just got lucky, because usually before COVID, like my job would be in an office setting, like 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, like, so I lucked up. So, my tip number 8, apply for as many jobs as you can. When I tell y'all I was applying for jobs from February to June, like I was applying like constantly. Some people I was applying multiple times, like, hey, hey, it's me again. I didn't hear from you, so I'm applying again. I definitely took advantage of that. It's never too much, but I do want to say that you want to make sure you have options to weigh against. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to just automatically choose one job that's willing to pay you $18 and you choose that one, but then another one over here wants to pay you $22, but you cancel them out. You know, this is a big area. They have multiple suburban areas around Dallas. So even if you don't work in the city, you can also always go outside, and there are plenty of jobs there, a plethora of jobs here. Okay, So, and that's any career, honestly. Let's see. 9, conduct interviews virtually. That's going to be a given. A lot of places are doing virtual interviews. Personally, I use GoToMeeting and Zoom. Those are the two apps or websites that I had interviews on. But with everything being so virtual nowadays and people are out of the office due to COVID and the social distancing, a lot of people are actually, a lot of companies are preferring to do the hiring process virtually. And even if they aren't, maybe it would be a wise idea to ask them, like, hey, I'm not located in Dallas yet, but I would love to conduct this interview virtually. Can we do it on Skype, on GoToMeeting, on Zoom, on Microsoft Teams? There's so many different apps nowadays that have come about. You can ask them to conduct a meeting there. And 9 out of 10, majority of the time, especially nowadays with the times we're living in, as long as they know that you have a plan to come here, they'll still be willing to conduct the interview virtually. All the paperwork that I needed to complete for my new hire stuff, that was sent to me via email or faxed or scanned, that kind of thing, and I would just send it right back via email. So there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Period. And my tip number 10, let them know in the interview that you'll be moving to the area soon. Wherever you're planning on moving, let them know that you do have a plan to get there. Don't lie and be too dramatic. If you don't plan on moving until May of next year, if you get an interview in December of this year, don't tell them that you'll be there in a few weeks. You get what I mean? So you want to be honest with them, because that can cause you to lose out of an opportunity if you lie, because then you'll have people waiting on you, things of that nature. Ask them, can you start your job, start any trainings or anything like that? Can you start it from home where you're at? You're in the process of moving, you're in the process of finding an apartment. Can you start it from home? And then another option I have is you can visit the area for a few days. So that's what I did in my part 1 of my Journey to Dallas vlog. Y'all saw me drive into Dallas and whatnot. So really, I came here to look for an apartment. It wasn't even confirmed that I had my job yet, but I was really coming here to go and visit a couple places. I was aware that they have like staffing agencies around here where I could have gone to get a job. And that's another thing too. If you want to be one of those people who, you know, just comes and wings it, that's fine. But they do have staffing agencies here. Me personally, I'm just not that type, because I'm a little scary and I need to have plans. Like, you know, I need to have things like written down, set in stone. So you want to make sure if you are the type of person who does want to come out here and then find a job, there are staffing agencies. There are people who you can go and speak to in person if you want to do that kind of thing, but it's not always a guarantee that they'll be hiring. But again, that's always an option. Okay, and the last tip that I have for y'all, I didn't even write this down, but I just thought of it as I was talking. Make sure whenever you get a job, okay, if you get the job before you move to the area, and this is with anywhere, it doesn't even necessarily have to be Dallas, but before you move here, you want them to give you a written statement containing your hire date, how much you're going to be making, and your pay frequency. Because if you're going to be moving here, your apartment complexes, they're going to want some type of proof of documentation that you're going to be able to pay your rent. If you don't have a job and you just want to move here and wing it, find a job when you get here, a lot of places do accept 3 pay stubs from a previous employment, or they take 3 months worth of bank statements just to verify that, you know, your money is coming in consistently, things of that nature. So make sure you have that. Get all that written out. You also want to ask, how much am I going to be making after taxes? Because that's definitely important. A job can tell you you'll be making $6K a month, but then once you get your monthly salary, you're coming with, you know, $3,500. Make it make sense. But you want to verify how much you're going to be making without taxes. I'm sorry, after taxes, because you want to verify that you'll have the funds to pay your rent and, you know, other bills, because there's rent, there's renter's insurance. You're going to have to get, you know, I mean, if you're going to be working from home, you're going to need Wi-Fi, things of that nature, furniture, like everything is just so expensive, y'all. So Just to let y'all know, I want y'all to come out here, or whatever it is that you want to go, come out here, be stable, have a place to stay, have a job secured. Or if you want to come down here and wing it, you know, do you. They do have a lot of success stories with people doing that as well. So if you want to make it, you can make it. That's all I gotta say. Like, if you have the will to do it, you're gonna do it. If you have it set in your mind that you want to get this job, you're gonna get this job. If you have it set in your mind that you want to have this much, and this much to take care of, like your expenses, you're gonna have that. So it's all about how you think. Go into it thinking positively, and you know, just prepare for the best. That's all you can do. Just go in prepared. Like I said, if y'all need any assistance with resumes, please email me. My email will be in the description bar below, okay? When I tell y'all, like, resumes are like my thing. Like, college definitely helped me with resumes, okay? So if you feel like your resume needs some improvement, please let me know and I'll get back with you, okay? I need to shut up before I start preaching or something. I hope this video was helpful. So I hope this video I hope this video was helpful for y'all. And you know, I wish y'all the best in y'all's new journey. I hope this answers all the questions that y'all have been DMing me. I'm sorry I provide as much information as I can, but hopefully this was more thorough for y'all. So until the next time, I will see y'all in my next video. I don't know why I just did that. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.